speaking of podcasts, did y'all hear Ric Flair on?
No. Do I need to?
I did this weekend. Bruh. Okay. Here's the thing, and I don't want to get pulled from YouTube as I'm saying this, so let's put it like this. Because you say that person's name, they flag your freaking video. I'm just putting it out there. You said it a second ago, so hopefully that won't fly by and it won't get
Joseph.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, the dude, it's Flair and Joseph's friend, who's a comedian, and the dude is a hardcore wrestling fan. He really is a hardcore wrestling fan, but his fandom is WWF. He don't know nothing about history in the past, WCW, Mid Atlantic, all that stuff. So when you hear him talking about it, he's pumping up Flair with these different things, but there's a lot of factual inaccuracies from that dude to Flair in it. And that was my take on it.
Yeah, I mean, but he says Flair invented the figure four. I was like, no, he didn't.
Right.
I said that to the fucking radio in the car. I was like, he didn't know. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right. Flair invented the figure four.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Okay. Yeah. And fucking Hogan invented the fucking leg drop too, huh?
Yeah. Hogan invented wrestling while we're at it. You know what I mean? So like he just doesn't. The dude just don't know. He is a straight up WWF guy, and he's young. He's not our age, that dude. So, you know, I mean, but he's not a historian, nor has he looked at anything beyond. I mean, he just don't know, like, before Flair gets there and wins the Rumble. He knows a little bit, but he doesn't know the real history.
Because he kept bringing up Harley Race. He's probably like, who's that? Oh yeah, that was
the he kept bringing up Harley. And they both were clueless. But see, that's the thing. Joseph don't know nothing about wrestling. He is so clueless about wrestling. Let me tell you, I told Doc this a while back. I finally got around to listening to Rick Rubin on that show. Rick Rubin, for like the last 30 minutes, is talking about Smoky Mountain Wrestling on that podcast. Rogan is laughing at him. Shit, I said it again. I'm going to have to edit this shit. He's laughing at him. Like, he's like, are you serious? You serious? And I'm like, and Ruben is being like, no, he's like, I funded it. He's like, it was a wrestling promotion, and Jim Cornette pretty much ran it. And he was talking about Corny on it. And Joseph is laughing. I was like, he just don't know. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, I want to talk to Rick Rubin. I got questions.
Yeah, for real.
So, yeah. I don't think it's... Like, if you're a wrestling fan, a true wrestling fan, there's nothing in that show that needs to be... You're jonesing to hear. That's just my take. What about you, Harper? But go listen to Rubin. Rubin is interesting. Because Ruben is talking about SMW on the biggest podcast on the planet.
Yeah.
that to me just like, wow, it just blows my mind.
Bro, if he had Cornette on there, Joseph's head would probably explode when he's dropping knowledge on him.
You couldn't do that. You'd have to bring on somebody else to lead that conversation.
Because they'd both try to out alpha each other.
I don't know if it's that as much as Joseph doesn't have a clue what to ask in those situations.
That's true, huh?
He could be like, I shot an elk and it's in my freezer. Would you like to try some?
Corny, goddamn, you murdered animals, motherfucker. I mean, you need somebody to guide that. That's why, Harper, I don't know if you caught that during it. That's why that dude had to be there.
I told Tiffany he's the translator.
That's what it was. The dude, he was the translator, but he was translating a version of wrestling that ain't like. I mean, I know Flair spent a lot of time in the WWF and E, but Flair will always be a Mid-Atlantic WCW guy to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
He'll made it. Be the NWA, the 80s.
Yes. So, like, he's like, it would be like, in Spain, they speak a different type of Spanish than in South America. It literally is, it's a little different.
Right. It's like an American accent to someone from Australia.
Exactly. So that dude was the translator. You nailed it. And it wasn't even good translation. Anyway. All right. Doc, did you have anything else on Arachnaman and Austin? Austin wins, obviously.
Yeah. He sprayed it with a can of Raid, and he started kicking all over the place.
Come on.
At least it was.
You gotta take off his shoe and squish him.
That's not sensitive to all of our fans who identify as arachnids.
Come on.
All right. We go to commercial. We come back. Tom Zink is wrestling John Peterson. Fast forward, Zink hits the super kick and wins.
That means you watched more of it than I did.